Alright, so let's put it all together. We'll do the train assembly. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is open an untitled document in Fusion 360 and save it as an assembly. We're just going to call it the train assembly, and I'm recording this in the fall of 2023. Okay, so open your data panel, find the track that you have, drag and drop, it'll automatically place it at the origin, so that's good for our train. That'll work really well. Okay, the next thing we want to do is place the train body. And I want to try and get it fairly close to where I want it to go. Then I want to use point to point. Click on the first point here and the second point there. If we look at the right view, you'll notice that it's not quite lined up. So we're going to move. So remember, you can use this method or you can use M on the keyboard. So I want to do point to position. Click on the bottom. Oh, notice it's not clicking. So we need to choose component. Click on this selection, then choose the point. And we're going to move it, as you look at the view cube here, left to right, which is in the Y direction. And we'll also go ahead at this point and move it forward with the X direction. So we want to move in the Y direction to 2.7 on this corner, and the X direction we're going to go an inch away from the end. So we'll make it 11 inches instead of 12. There we go. Let's go ahead and place the cattle catcher. And this one comes in, we should have drawn it a little differently, but we can rotate it right now. So we'll go ahead and rotate it until it's a -90. Then if we use the point to point, still has it selected? No, it doesn't yet. Yeah, it does. Let's use this point here. Click on this corner here. It lines it all up nicely, at least left to right. Then let's go ahead and do another motion, move, change this to component. And we're going to bring the cattle catcher, the front part of the train, do point to point, and we want to just move it downward this far. Now as we look at it from the front, they're lined up, but you notice that the whole train is down inside of the track. So we need to move the whole train up. So we'll do another motion. We'll move both the train, the front and the back part of the train. And we'll do point to position. We're just going to do a difference of the two. So select any point on the train. I'll choose this one. Oh, let's do point to position like this. There we go. And now, right now, we're going up and down. If you look on the view cube, Z will take us upward. According to some experiments that I did, I need to raise this up by 0.38. So I'll add that to 0.75 where it is right now. So I need to change this one, the position of Z, to 1.13. And that should give us mostly enough room to fit we also notice that there's a problem with the cattle catcher. it's down inside of the track. We'll forget that, well, not worry about it right now, but we will come back and fix that towards the end. Okay, so let's go ahead then and start putting parts in to the train. I'm not going to do a lot of talking on this one. I'll just go through and do it. You can watch the video and slowly go. It's just the same process on all of these. You drag the part over and do yourself a favor. You only have to grab one at a time. I guess I'll keep talking to you. Let's see. I want to move this over here closer because this one is kind of cool. If I do the point to point, I zoom in real close to this part here, you can see that if I move my mouse, see right here, that center, which is looking at right here, there is a little white plus sign. That's the center of the circle. And if I move it along the edge of this circle, eventually we'll have one that's a blue plus sign. That means that it's selecting from that point in the center of the circle. That's important. So when I select that part, now when I come over here, I can do the same thing, and notice the line showing where it's going to paste, like that. Now we want to make another copy of this. We can either go ahead and drag a bunch of these down here, or if I do move and do the same procedure, I'm going to select this part here. I'm doing point to point. My original point is the same idea. We want to get that circle. And now we're going to place it here. The only difference is we just click on Create Copy. And then you see it made a copy. So I want to repeat that 2 more times. And then we'll do one more. Okay, now we're done with that. Let's put the wheels on it. I'm only going to do one side of the train for now, and then we'll use the copy feature, or not copy, but mirror feature, to be able to put them back on there. So there's my wheel. And now we'll use the point position. I want to just click on this little corner right there. Corner here. And I'll use that same copy thing that we did before. Okay, and we'll go at the small wheel from the front. Looks like I didn't color that one, but that's okay for now. Let me come back later. I'm going to move it off the train. Be easier to see. Point to position. Going with this point right. I'll place the second point here. Well, looks like we have a conflict. We'll have to address that here in just a minute. Copy. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we have a problem. See how the wheel kind of runs into the other wheel. So we need to move this component. I'm going to go to the other side so that it's not quite as confusing. We're going to move the front component forward. Fortunately, all the rest of the stuff's all snapped together, so it's going to carry it with it. So we just click here on the front component, and we're doing point to position this time. And then what I want to do is click on the bottom corner here, and I want to move it forward, X direction. We're going to go, let's try going 1/2. See if that's enough. Nope, not enough. So now we'll just go back and undo that last procedure and come back on the side. And do that again. Move this component. Let's go 1 inch. Oh, it didn't get everybody. Okay, let's go back and just select everybody then. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to. Okay, so go from the back here. This whole section. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move the whole thing. We just had to select everything that's right here. Then we have to do the point to position. Go ahead and choose this point right here. And let's move it forward 1 inch. Oops. I want to move it forward. That means 650, not 1. There we go. Okay. All right, so I've got students coming in. We'll have some noise, I guess. But we'll try to get this done for you guys. Okay? So the next part we're going to do is put the large pin on. It goes in the back. Right now we just need to rotate it this way, 90 degrees. And then we can use point to position. But no, I want not that one. Let's do this outside edge. And then we can go to the targets right here. There we go. All right, now let's use the this part here. And we're going to place this part, doing point to position again. Choose this part here to there. And let's do the small pin. Hide this stuff, it's kind of in the way. Right here. Okay, now I need to put this pin in here, so I've got, it looks like I've got to rotate it. And I just noticed that it's a positive, so we do 90 like this. And then I'll go ahead and choose point to position here. And put it right, zoom in right there. And then we'll do another one. We'll just copy this one. Point to position. Grab it here and go here with that. Oops. Let's back up. Let's try that again. I'm going to select this part right here. There we go. And then place it here. It looks right. I'll just do the copy. We're good. Okay, now that I've got all of the features on this side, I'm going to just rotate around the middle. Now, I have a line here that's center, but if you don't, let's do it real quick. I want to construct a mid-plane. Go ahead and capture position. Come to the other side, like this here, and click OK. Now what we're going to do is do a mirror. Okay, and we want to select components. Okay, and we're going to choose all of these pieces. I'm just methodically going through one by one and selecting all those pieces.
Can we please have a custodian go to the hall in front of the gym? There's a spill. Thank you.
Like this. And now you see it's copy all that to the other side. Okay, the rest of these is pretty straightforward now that we've done this, and I'm starting to have students come in, so hopefully we can just get this done. So we're going to put the front piece on. So we just find the front. There it is. Do the front piece first. And it looks like I've got to rotate it. Oops, wrong one. Let's copy this in. I'm going to get closer so I can grab the right one. It's not the right one. Let's go ahead and move this around here a little bit. There we go. It's this one here. That's it. -90. And then I'm just going to, without clicking OK, so I still have it selected, I click on this circle here, this one here. Click OK. That one's good. Let's go ahead and put the stacks on. So we have the front forward stack. And this one here, we want to just choose point to position. Get the round circle here. Choose the round circle there. Let's do the stack number 2. Same thing, point to position. Or point to point, I guess it is. From here to here. And then finally, we have the bell. And we're going to, again, point to point. I can't quite see it, so I may have to rotate a little bit. This one here. See ya. And then we'll go here like this. Okay. Okay, so this is complete. The only thing that we wanted to do is change this part here. And you notice that it runs down into the track. I think if we go from the front, let's go from the back here. I think we can see the tires are just barely above, which is perfect, but the cattle catcher is actually hitting into the track, so I want to fix that real quick just to make it good. And the way you do that is go back in history, find the one that you used, open it, and we're going to go back in history to where we created the plane that we projected on. So you just double click here. There we go. And then we can change it from -1.255. We're going to change that to be -1.099. Like that. Save it. I don't care about naming that save. Now go back to the assembly, and you'll see now there's a little warning sign that says that something needs to be changed. So all I have to do is click on it. Okay, I had to click twice. And it works, so now I go front, and you can see now it doesn't hit into the track, which is perfect. All right, go ahead and make your multi-view of this and submit it. There you go.